The Alternative Agricultural Research and Commercialization, or AARC Corporation, is a unique venture capital organization, a wholly owned corporation of the U.S. Department of Agriculture, dedicated to commercializing bio-based industrial uses for agricultural materials and animal byproducts.
The AARC Corporation was established in the 1990 Farm Bill really as a result of a lot of concerns that grew out of the early 80s with financial crisis on the farms and overproduction, a lot of competition around the world, and we were looking for a way really with bio-based agricultural products, industrial products from agricultural commodities, new crops, new products, to put rural America to work and establish jobs. Really, this was not a new effort because in the early 30s, Henry Ford and Thomas Edison and some of the early pioneers tried to establish farm policy that used industrial agriculture as a base to overcome some of our overproduction problems.
That's what the bio-based industrial products area is all about, using the totality of what a plant makes, adding value to it, to consumer products that will be useful, replacing some of those fossil-based materials that we make from scarce petroleum, imported petroleum at this stage, with things that we can grow in our agricultural and forestry communities.
The AARC Corporation is unique to the federal government. We make equity investments in small, rural-based companies. As these companies become successful, they redeem their stock and repay the AARC Corporation its investment plus a risk premium. But unlike the private sector, we are a patient investor. We allow these companies time to become successful. Our board is composed of people from all walks of life, including farmers, ranchers, bank officers and directors, investment bankers, research scientists, and even someone with an international marketing and management expertise. That expertise is why AARC provides the credibility necessary for other organizations to invest or provide debt financing to these small, mostly rural-based companies.
We look to investments where the private sector is putting in at least 1 times what we're putting in. And in average, we've moved to about 4 times what we're putting in.
AARC Corporation board member Rod Taylor says it's difficult for rural businesses to secure capital because of banking consolidations.
It's making it very difficult for Americans living in rural areas to find access to financing. AARC fills that gap, and by putting the U.S. Department of Agriculture's stamp of approval on an investment, it can make all the difference.
AARC is about taking these early discoveries and taking them through what's been called a valley of death, because in the past many of them haven't gotten through that area, and converting them to products that are sold. And we're having significant success in that area.
The AARC Corporation has identified an important new constituency. That constituency is the venture capital and investment banking community in this country. Those entities allow our companies to be successful by providing follow-on financing.
Many situations dictate that the board of directors, which is largely private sector individuals, go out and perform what we call due diligence. We actually investigate the site, the project, the individuals involved. We look for community support. We try to get a better grassroots feeling of what the project is really all about.
Harold Gilchrist, AARC Corporation board member, examines baled kniff while conducting due diligence at the Mississippi Delta Fiber Cooperative, while board member Professor Yulo Shea inquires about processing operations. Now, let's look at some of these bio-based products being produced and sold by AARC Corporation-supported companies. Some 25% of the AARC Corporation portfolio is invested in building products made from agricultural materials, like this load-bearing wall from AgriBoard Industries of Coppell, Texas. Compressed wheat straw systems were used to build these homes in Texas over 14 years ago. The AgriBoard plant, located in Electra, Texas, recently began production.
We're sitting here in this facility right now with about 5,000 tons of Texas wheat straw in inventory, which will carry us through June to the next harvest. We have 27 employees. Both our engineering staff and our plant production here will grow to a little over 50 employees.
My company is building 304 apartment units in Austin, Texas. We're using the AgriBoard product because of better sound efficiency, the better energy efficiency, and the speed with which it's going to go up.
AgriBoard is buying this straw, and it's really helped us It gives us more money at the end, maybe looking at 15, on a good year, maybe $20,000 extra income.
We did our due diligence, and when we found out USDA was doing due diligence also, it gave us a better comfort level with this company. And that's the reason we ultimately decided to invest in it.
The Natural Resources Defense Council used 4 of the AARC Corporation products to construct its new green headquarters in Washington, D.C. Interior walls were made of compressed wheat straw. Soybean meal and waste newspaper produced Environ, which looks like marble and works like wood. Phoenix Biocomposites of St. Peter, Minnesota, supplied the Environ countertops.
This newspaper, once it's been read, can actually be shredded and mixed with soybean meal to make a countertop material as beautiful as this.
Gridcore Systems International of Long Beach, California, supplied lightweight engineered panels for furniture. Fiberboard for cabinets and workstation underlayment were made from 100% wheat straw by Prime Board of Wahpeton, North Dakota. The development of seed-based lubricants is supported by the AARC Corporation. The Leahy Wolf Company of Franklin Park, Illinois, uses cranberry or rapeseed oil to produce a biodegradable release agent for concrete forms. Canola and other vegetable oils are being used by International Lubricants of Seattle, Washington, to produce a product line based entirely on renewable seed oil-based technology rather than petroleum. LubeGuard is a complete performance-driven, environmentally friendly product line that is well suited for the demands of the 21st century. Canola oil is being used to lubricate 4-cycle engines. Agro Management of Colorado Springs, Colorado, also uses canola oil to lubricate high-performance engines like the one in this 1970 Mustang. Absorbents are also a part of the AARC Corporation portfolio. BioPlus Incorporated of Ashburn, Georgia, uses a waste product, peanut hulls, to produce cat litter and as the carrier base for crop protection materials. BioPlus was also one of the first companies to begin repaying the AARC Corporation investment.
Without the AARC contribution and their participation, we were at the end of our rope 3 years ago. Simple as that. And we are a profitable company, and today we are bringing a check to them for our first payment.
Cat litter is also made from corn stover by SSM Technologies of Lodi, California. Hobbs Bonded Fibers of Waco, Texas, uses low-value wool to soak up oil spills. Cottonseed lint, a waste product, is being used in the Gator product line by Product Services Marketing Group to absorb and remediate hydrocarbons. Core from Kenneth, an annual fiber plant, is used to make a number of absorbents, including a terrarium product known as lizard litter, and Biosorb, which is used to remediate contaminated soil. The AARC Corporation supports the development of a number of alternative fuel sources, including biodiesel, which is made from soybeans. The Gold Line and Gray Line fleets in Washington, D.C. are using biodiesel in their bus fleets to reduce emissions. Aquinas Technologies of St. Louis, Missouri, is using ethanol to make windshield washer fluid and other ethanol-based products. Aquinas Technologies has also begun repaying the AARC Corporation.
We're using a crop that is plentiful, renewable, and we also are going to have 15 packaging locations around the country, so we will be creating some jobs.
Interchem Environmental of Overland Park, Kansas, uses soybean oil to produce a variety of cleaners and solvents. Shadow Lake manufactures a number of natural products for consumer and industrial use. Citrusol is a multi-purpose cleaner made from an extract of citrus peels. Castile soap is pure and natural and is made from olive, coconut, or other essential oils with a touch of aloe. AirSense air freshener is derived from natural essential oils and actually neutralizes odors. Agricultural waste products are being composted and turned into potting soil, fertilizer, and other products, like the work being done by EarthGrow Incorporated.
In the United States, the growing mix market is about a $500 million a year market. Worldwide, it's certainly a heck of a lot more than that. The AARC Corporation has helped EarthGrow develop a technology that, through the introduction by inoculation of special microorganisms into pine bark, we use this ingredient in our growing mixes for greenhouses and nursery applications, and we're able to suppress a wide array of soil-borne pathogens, which are currently being controlled using chemical fungicides.
Cow manure is used by another ARC Corporation-supported company, Biorecycling Technologies of Fontana, California, to produce a line of organic fertilizers and energy from methane. The AARC Corporation is supporting the development and commercialization of new crops in the U.S. One of those mentioned earlier is Knauf. Knauf is an annual fiber plant, a member of the hibiscus family, and a close relative of okra. The AARC Board toured this Knauf field near Charleston, Mississippi. The bast or long fibers from Knauf are used to produce paper. Milkweed is a new crop under development by Natural Fibers of Ogallala, Nebraska.
Ogallala down is a combination of milkweed floss and goose down, and basically what we're doing is innovating the down industry with milkweed floss, which is the agricultural product.
The AARC Corporation helps companies add value to agricultural and forestry materials. Indian Creek Mesquite of Brownwood, Texas, chunks mesquite and coats it with a vegetable-grade paraffin and a light-the-bag application. The product burns cleanly and imparts a desirable flavor to grilled meat and vegetables.
The mesquite trees that are such a nuisance to the land, this adds value to the mesquite trees. We added a lot of new jobs. It is environmentally friendly. It does not contain any lighter fluid. It's all natural. And we foresee this year to really be a good year. We're developing markets on the West Coast as well as the East Coast.
America's future leaders will play a role in bringing new bio-based products to market. AARC board member and Vice Provost of Iowa State University, Dr. Pat Swan.
We see more students coming into carbohydrate chemistry being interested in how they can help in the future in protecting the environment.
We're talking about an agriculturally driven, if you will, significant opportunity for our economy.
Based on current trends, there's no question that the AARC Corporation will be successful. This will be good for the federal government, the environment, and create new economic opportunities for people living in rural America.
The work being done by the AARC Corporation represents sound industrial policy, and the products it supports are good for the environment. It also serves as an engine for rural development. Companies funded by the AARC Corporation have created over 5,000 new jobs. Money from these new paychecks circulates in the local economy with a multiplier effect, providing significant returns to the U.S. Treasury and state and local governments in the form of new tax revenues from these enterprises and their employees. The Alternative Agricultural Research and Commercialization Corporation, providing venture capital to commercialize bio-based industrial products.